CCIV had a huge move today, guys, up 8.5%. Congratulations. If you watch these videos, you have some trades in this or investing in this for the long term like I am myself. But in this video, we have to talk about what is causing this move with CCIV stock to go up 8.5%, as well as take a look at the ortex data and how the short interest currently sits, or where it currently sits at, as well as some other interesting things to go over as far as the data is concerned. And then we'll wrap this video up with some technical analysis and show you guys my trades. So with all that being said, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Check out the link down below for public. Get up to $70 in your choice of free stock. No deposit necessary. No need to even link a bank account. It is literally by definition free money. So in the beginning of the day today, CCIV at 950 was only up 0.12%, and then its history after that. We just kept hitting higher highs consistently throughout the day. We only had one dip once we did reach about 6.5% to the positive, going down to about 4%, and then rallying up ever since then. That was at 1:30 p.m. today. So that is the history, what happened with CCIV stock today. Let's get into what caused this. This article says CCIV stock to Lucid Motors news that has Churchill Capital revving up today. Now, it says, in a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, sponsor CCIV said it had completed the pre-production builds and has started the production of quality validation builds of the Lucid Air. Why is this important? Basically, Lucid is working out the kinks in the system, pinpoint product problems before the model goes on sale and buyers take deliveries. The Lucid Air sedan is expected to launch before the end of this year, and production increasing in 2023 and 2024. Its first SUV, the Lucid Gravity, should debut in the first half of 2023, according to the filing. From the EV maker's newly opened New York City studio, CEO and CTO Peter Rawlinson told CNBC's Squawk Box that the firm was absolutely bang on schedule, with plans to deliver 577 vehicles this year and have 10,000 plus reservations as of 2022 begins. Over 10,000 and growing. It's very heartening, and we're responding to the uptake and increased demand for Lucid by accelerating, he said. Great news for investors of CCIV. I actually covered this yesterday, so you would have had a heads up on this if you're subscribed to the channel and you watch these videos. But nevertheless, it's great that the market is starting to pay attention to this. I think there's a lot of other factors that are going on in the marketplace that really doesn't have eyes on CCIV, but that will soon change. Mark my words, that will soon change. Now, take a look at the ortex data. This is where it gets very, very interesting. I'll just reload the page, make sure we're getting the latest data. For Wednesday's changes, we have a short interest change of negative 5.63%, return shares of 4.14 million, borrowed shares of 945.8 thousand. That is a borrowed change of negative 3.2 million shares. So 3.2 million shares were actually covered today. So getting into the short interest, that is at 22.22%. Current shares that are sold short of 45.99 million. So huge numbers here, guys, considering, like I've talked about on this channel, we have 3 catalysts coming up. That is the vote for the merger. That is the actual merger. And then we do have the delivery day, which should be announced relatively soon, I think in the next month, if not max, in my opinion, in 2 months from now. So with all of this being said, we have a huge potential here for a massive short squeeze. And we also have a potential for a gamma squeeze. That situation is not off the table. We see a lot of options, and we see a very, very high call to put ratio that is at about 87% calls to about 23% put. So we have a huge potential for a gamma squeeze here. But the thing I want to point out is the share utilization is at 99.94%. 7 days ago was at 94.07%. This is essentially saying out of 100% of shares that are available to be lent out, how many of those are actually lent out. So we have pretty much all of the shares that are available to be sold short that are actually sold short right now. So that is huge. It is hard to get your hands on CCIV shares to sell short, and I don't think, especially once CCIV starts to heat up, I'm not sure if the short squeeze will start now. It wouldn't be a bad thing because I do have trades in this, and probably some of you guys that are watching this do have trades in this already, but there's no telling how long this could take. But especially when we do get actual confirmation from the company about the merger vote day and the actual merger, that will send CCIV stock straight to the moon. And we've seen this in a whole range of other SPACs. I'm an investor in IPOE. GHVI, GHIV, all these stocks, once the merger vote was announced, they went crazy, especially SoFi. They went absolutely insane once it was announced, and then they merged. They basically doubled from their price. So if that happens with CCIV, I bet none of us will be complaining. But that is pretty much everything you guys need to know on here. We'll take a look at the average days on loan. That is 28 days is the average day on loan. So that would put us back to about April, and we were at about $20. So shorts aren't significantly under on their position. So I do think they will take this opportunity to cover sooner rather than later. So that might be part of the move that we actually seen today. So all is good there, guys. We're setting up for a massive move, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so take this video with a grain of salt, do your own research, but I'm here to provide you my insight and the data, as well as education on CCIV and all these other stocks that we all love and invest in. Now, taking a look at the actual technical analysis, guys, obviously this was June 8th. We were at a high of $27.88, and then we came down to $22 June 16th. $22 flat was our low. And then we bounced up ever since then. And from June 22nd, actually yesterday, it looks like we reversed our bearish downtrend into a bullish uptrend. So we could see that just by drawing the trend line here. It looks to be very intact, and I did not mean to do that, but it looks to be very intact. And I would imagine we're going to ride this trend line. And we did break out of the key points that I had already pointed out in the other videos, which was the $24 price point, the $24.72, and then the $25.09. So we actually broke across that in after hours, up 1.52% or 38 cents. So it's really up in the air how high we can go until we get some resistance. But at about that $27 mark, you're going to see some level of resistance. The key is, can we break out from that? Now, taking a look at the volume, this is actually something I wanted to point out for you guys as well. We did see a huge volume jump for today. We had about triple the volume we even seen over the past couple of days, being at about 4 million volume. Now, as of today, we were to 13 million in volume. Yesterday, only at 5 million in volume. So that is even a double in volume since yesterday. So that right there shows you how many people are looking at CCIV stock. Some of this volume may be obviously because some shorts did cover their positions today, but we do have the 50-day moving average as well at $24.01. 200-day moving average at $23.46, and we are in a golden cross right here. That is where the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average, which is a clear sign to a lot of traders that we are likely to see a bullish uptrend. And pretty much exactly where we did go into this golden cross movement, we've seen a substantial rally in CCIV, and that continued throughout the rest of the day. But as far as the technicals are concerned, if we can break out of this $27 resistance level with some good But as far as the technicals are concerned, if we can break out of this $27 level with some good momentum to the upside, possibly that's a short squeeze or just more people starting to buy CCIV, then our next resistance level is not until $33. And then obviously if we break that with good momentum, the next small resistance level is going to be at about $40 per share. After that, it is literally as high as we could possibly push the stock. Now, I'm a long-term investor in this, but I do also have trades in this to be very transparent with you guys. Now, as far as my position in CCIV, it is currently worth $4,095. I'm up $369.51 or 9.92%. My average cost of $23.14. I have 161 shares at 11.36% of my portfolio. Now, I do have a CCIV $30 call expiring August 20th. I want to get enough time where I can hopefully hit all three of these catalysts. The merger vote date, the actual merger, I know that will be hit in this time frame, but I would like to hit the delivery day confirmation. I'm not sure if that will actually come out in this time, but I do think by the end of the month, towards the actual merger day or slightly after, they will come out with the actual delivery date for the vehicles. But I bought this at $191. It is currently worth $207. I'm up 8.38% or $16 on this. Like I said, worth $207. But I really like this trade since you're getting closer to the money, and now it's only $5 away. And I think on the news of any one of these catalysts, but mix all three together, and CCIV is going to go well over $30 by August 20th. Now, I did have a covered call. I sold one of them at $120, so I collected that up front into my account. I agreed to sell 100 shares of CCIV at $35 per share by July 9th. If CCIV close over $35 per share, I am down. Well, I'm actually up 81.67% or $98 on this. So this was phenomenal timing on my part. And if you guys want to be a part of the buy and sell alerts, check that out. Link down below in the description. It literally pays for itself. But with the CCIV, I got CCIV $40 call for August 20th as well. For $141 a piece, I bought two of them. So I'm down $70 or 24.82%. They're currently worth $212 or $106 each. But I still do like this trade. It is just further out the money. But if you do see this run up into the actual merger date and the actual confirmed vote day for the merger, I think these will do very well. And once I'm up significantly, maybe 50 or 100% on these contracts, I will look to flip these out and then actually buy or roll over, it's called, to a further out expiration date with the profits and reinvest it back into more calls of CCIV. But that is pretty much all I have for this video. I do like these trades, specifically the CCIV $30 call for August 20th, but I really like this as a long-term position. And from my calculations, CCIV, my position was $3,500. By 2026, if they can pull off what they said of $22 billion in revenue, then we should have a good 20x on our hand. That would take my $3,500 position up to $70,000. So I do want to build this position out to about $50,000 within the next year or two, and then obviously turn it into $1 million. Now, I don't know how long it'll actually take. I don't know if they will fulfill what they have said of $22 billion in revenue per year by 2026, but if they do, that's a 20x, and I think they can actually exceed that once the brand does become more relevant, right? We don't have a lot of people. If you ask somebody about Lucid or Lucid Air, they have no idea what you're talking about. That's the story you're going to see from everybody out in the public. Once more people actually know about the brand of Lucid, they will do very well. Much the same as Tesla now. If you say Tesla, odds are people know about it, but it takes time to work into these brands. But I think Lucid Motors will have that cutting edge advantage just because the cars are very cool, the technology is awesome, and everything else that we love about the Lucid Airs. With that being said, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. That's going to wrap up this video. Check out the link down below for public. That is literally free money, no deposit necessary, no need to even link a bank account. So that is the best thing you guys could do for your financial future right now. That costs you nothing, as well as check out the link down below for Webull. If you're not signed up with them, deposit $100. They will give you 4 free stocks, each one of those potentially worth up to $2,300 per share. I got a free share of Starbucks and Coca-Cola, multiple ADTs, which is worth around $11. So the lowest I have got personally is about $40 per person that does sign up with that link. So you guys might as well check it out. It is literally free money if you do have $100 to put up for that, as well as the buy and sell alerts. You guys already know the deal. Check the links out down below in the description. I will see you guys later. Until next time, take care.